Hello everybody, how y'all doing? Hope everybody's doing wonderful. Hope you're doing great, and I hope you're doing better than me. Today was a bad day for me, but you don't want to hear my sob stories. You're here for the Oroville update. I went to a funeral today, and it was a real nice sermon, whole 9 yards. But at the end of this video, we might get into some stuff that a lot of people don't want to talk about. I'm warning you now. So, anyway, point being, let's get to the video. This is another ending saga of weather on the Oroville Dam. Now, you see that it's the kind of light blue here, down here at the bottom, where my mouse is. You see it. It's changing the color of it, I'm sure, because it's got a yellow film over the top of it, so it's making it a different color. But you see how light this is. That means it's very light, folks, very light. And I think that actually means that's dB, which that doesn't really tell us a whole lot now, does it? But we're going to talk about it. I heard and saw a couple of videos since I've been home. Very disturbing about atmospheric conditions and solar flare activity and just on and on. And I'm going to be quite honest with you people. When I started on YouTube, I did a lot of solar. I did. I know a little bit. I did it because I'm a ham operator. But we got a few people that think that they know everything there is to know about what this is going to do, what it ain't going to do, what this storm's going to do. Basically using this map, which down here it tells you nothing about what the scale means. Nothing. And no one's going to tell me they know how to read the scale. Now, Noah might know how to read this scale, and they might describe it somewhere. But they're not describing it on the channel. And anyone that uses this and tells you anything, including myself, because I used it before, but I was also thinking that this was low and mild areas, and I still think that. But people are saying these are massive storms. Well, they're not. That's just this map. It's got a lot of color. That's all. Now, my video that I done last night has been held. It started off this morning when I left to go to work at 355 views with 28 thumbs up. They held it all night long. And then this morning, about lunchtime, I checked it, and it still had that, and it had about 43 thumbs up, but the views were saying. Then about 240, was it 240? No, it was about 310 when I checked it. It went to 335 views with 49 thumbs up. Now, just before I started this video, I refreshed the page. Now, I'm going to show this to you because it's just absolutely mind-blowing, and it just really ticks me off. Now, you see what time it says right here. Okay. And you see the date right here, which is today. I put out the video yesterday. Okay. Now this is the video, which was, let's see, it's 8:24 right now, and this was refreshed at 8:12:53. You see that they released the video to go up 50 views, and it's got 50 thumbs up with 30 comments, this, that, and another. And you see it's still the same video. Now, curious, let's try something. You want to? Now we're over here on the video, on the inside page. Let's just see. Want to? Now, see what it refreshes to. Look at there. And it's got 51 comments now, or thumbs up, and 31 comments. Now let's also do this so everyone knows that I'm not telling you no joke about the time. You see this? It moves. This is live. It's real. It's happening. Uh-oh. What happened? You see what I'm showing you. Okay? Now you've seen that all day long this video set with no views. So I guess YouTube had another glitch. You reckon? Well, look at here. Now this is going to refresh as soon as we come over here, which is good. Now, this is wide open as I can get it, and you see for yourself what's happening. This is all light stuff. It's not heavy, folks. It's not heavy at all. It's on here, but it's not heavy. This is calibrations of DBZ. Now, I'm making this video for a lot of reasons, and I've been doing this for a lot of reasons, to show people what's been going on with the weather at Oroville. Last night we found out that the other map that's like this one was actually lying or not extremely correct. Now this one right here is showing you right now rain and snow. You see that, right? It says 0.14 inches. Now we're going to move this around a little bit so everybody can see the levels. 0.14. That's very, very little bit of rain, guys. Very little bit. And that is at this present time of 8:29. Some places have none at all, or 0.1 or 0. Very light. This over here, the green, is about the strongest, and it's 0.31 of an inch. Now this is not heavy rain. You see, some areas are a little heavier than others. Some areas didn't get rain at all, or is not getting any rain. It's scattered. What little bit of rain that we're seeing over there is very light, especially around the lake in Oroville. You see this. Why am I showing you this, right? What difference does that make, right? Well, it makes a lot of difference. Why? Because people are reporting some crazy stuff, and we want the truth out. Although we're going to be censored and no one's going to see the truth or none of that. I mean, we can't have none of that. No sirree. But hey, we're not going to worry about that. But now what we're going to see in this next clip is another image of what we saw last night. Now what you're seeing here is College of DuPage. Again, blowed up on Oroville. Now the radar, this is Oroville where the radar's coming out. Watch the radar. What is it doing? What's happening on the other side? Once that radar hits it, it's disappearing, ain't it? Same thing up here. It curves and goes north. Huh. Nothing's showing up over here in this area, which we just saw on the other map. There's zero light rain over here. But down here, where we saw the yellow, it was 0.31. Remember? And then it dies out over here. Kind of weird, ain't it? But hey, no one's talking about modification of the weather. Not even a little. Which, you know, that's okay. But we can see for ourselves that in fact, that is happening. We've been reporting this for a very long time. And have been watching this for a very long time. Me and Dutch both. So you see that it's knocking the rain out. Depends on what pulse, what type of energy they're using at whatever time. But you can see it for yourself. I'm not doing anything. You can also see it. You can also see it here if you watch real close, that it just evaporates coming in and it just dies away. Now, not to say that sometime today that they didn't get a little rain, but it was light, and it's been being light. Now, how do I know that? Well, let's look at this. Now, on this video, which was supposed to be taken on the 20th, which was yesterday, you see a few clouds, but you see a lot of sunshine, but you don't see no rain. Do you? Nope. You don't see no rain. And awesome video yet again. And look at all that rock. Now, what is that rock from? You know, I was told they fastened those holes. They drilled holes and they fastened the concrete to the bedrock. It looks as if to me that they're digging out bedrock, because that was rock, that was stone. Now maybe the integrity of that's just broke down, huh? Maybe. I don't know. You know, the rock, the bolt holes, whatever they are, I know that when I made the video, it was like that they were talking about doing that. That's the reason why I made the video, so everyone would be aware of why would they do that and leave bolts sticking up without at least sealing the hole so no water could get underneath. Now, I can't prove that they didn't do that, but what I see is they got bolt heads sticking up. I had someone say that they saw the original video and it didn't do that. Well, it's hard to say. The video that I showed was the original video. But yet again, that's just somebody else mad because they didn't see it first. Doesn't matter, does it? Really? Now, this is disturbing right here. Because that's awful high inflow. Now, there's a good amount of outflow. And we see that this is still going down, which is good, isn't it? But if we come over here, we look at this map, to see our inflow and our outflow, we can see that this is down, this one's down, this one's down, and this one's down. That means some of the snow has melted away. That means the inflow is going to be up a little bit. But it doesn't mean that it's not maintainable. There's still more outflow than there is inflow. It's not going to be a major ordeal. And as far as I can tell at this time, I don't see no structural damage at this time. Do y'all? Did you see any in yesterday's live update? Now, they didn't show us the actual spillway in that video. They showed us the bottom. They may show us that tomorrow, which I'm sure they will. This is actually showing us yesterday's update, or is what it's saying up here anyway. Let's see if we hit refresh and it'll change. Let's completely refresh the page because I didn't like that at all. Didn't like it done anything. Okay, we're still going to get the same update as you see. Now these right here equal now. Everything on here has pretty much changed in the last couple of days. And as far as I can tell, they're going to continue to do so. There's no doubt about that. But as y'all see, the vortex now has, that was over here, has gone here, and it is sucking all of the moisture inward toward to California. And the airflow in California and Nevada and everywhere else is pushing that way, running into this front, and it's forcing everything up. And it'll probably come back down through here just like this and back up. But we have got several vortexes over here with extreme massive winds. And yet, we still see it over here. Got it one here, got the little one here, the big one here, and we got another one right here. Just out of curiosity. Whoop. Well, come on now. There we go. Oh boy, in the storm, it's 0.31 inches. That was one spot that had a little more. I seen 5.5. Where'd it go? That's 4. There it is. 0.55 inches. Now, that's pretty extensive. That's a long way away yet. This out here is 0.07, 0.07 that is. 0.07. This is 0.16 at the present time. You see very little over here. The biggest point is in the area on the map that we saw coming on land. We see more over here in these levels, almost an inch. 6.1, 7.2. Just doing a comparison to show you how this one works compared to all the other ones that tells us much or nothing. You see this. All light rain. Some heavy stuff right there. 0.27. I mean 0.2721. Whatever it was. But y'all see for yourself, not trying to, I'm giving you straight up what I can give you. Alright? That's just all there is to it. And now, since we're really done with the update, well, we do need to come over here. And the reason why is because we're getting a little blue area right there. And that seems to be showing right over Oroville Dam. Now the other map said, what? At the most, 3.1. This map in the blue, where it's showing blue, at the 21st, at CDT time, that in the blue, which is the light blue, it's the real light blue, which is up here, it's saying 3.2 inches of rain. Now, how can both of them be so far different? Somebody's lying yet again. Did it rain out there? Does anybody know? I mean, do you know without a shadow of a doubt that you live within 30 miles of there? Or 20 miles? The guy's video that I showed last night, did it rain there today? In fact, he put up another video today, I think. So we might have to go see. Now on his video, it says the 20th. This is where yesterday it was supposed to have been raining really bad there. Even somebody commented and said, I live here and it rained all day. Now, this guy was there videoing. Does it look like it's raining to y'all? Does it look like it's raining? Does it? Man, look at that dome. Does it look like it's raining anywhere in this video? Looks like it might be just a little overcast here and there, but you can see shadows, and when it's overcast it don't shadow very much. So the sun must be coming from over here, and it's catching this corner right here, or it's back over this way, and it's catching that corner, and you're seeing it right there. But it ain't raining. Now it's only a 6-minute video. It could have rained later. But did it? Did it rain that long, or did it just mist a little bit here and there? Like it does anywhere at different times. They're not getting the rain that they were getting, folks. Like so many people are trying to say, danger, Will Robinson, danger. No. No danger yet. When it starts raining and you see mud running down this little hill, and it's raining that hard that you see actual mud running off this hill down it, then we might have a problem. But right now, what you're seeing is all you're seeing is very little to nothing. You see at this present time in this area where I'm making the line bigger, which is California, it's got clouds and a little bitty spot right there. Right here. Little bitty spot of rain. And up there, because I just refreshed it a little bit. But that's it. And this is what's come through. Very little to moderate rain all day. And you see just what I said. It's pushing the rain up. Because this is a vortex. It's pulling it up. This vortex is pushing it in. The back side, this is pulling it up. The jet stream up here is catching it, pulling it down. You can see it pulling it down. Hopefully that what they're getting right now is going to stay just that moderate. And what we've seen in this over here, so far, the accumulation of rain in inches is not that bad. Okay, folks. Now, we all know that, or the ones of you that know who I am, and you've been watching my channel long enough to know, I had a death in the family. Come to find out I had 2, not just 1. When I was calling people to alert them of the issue in the family, the children that's left, which barely know me, wasn't raised around me like their mothers were. The uncle, the aunt, and the 2 daughters. Now, the aunt and the uncle I knew about, and the older sister, all passed away within a 5-year period of one another. Well, 2 years after, about 2 years, about a year and a half, after the older sister passed away, the younger sister passed away in October, which I wasn't alerted of. I was shocked and brought into that when I was looking for her. I had called her a couple times, and I just thought she was busy, and she'd call me back later when she got the message, which she never did. And I've been busy and doing this, and I wasn't paying it a whole lot of attention. Well, needless to say, with the problems that I've got, that was a mind blower. And you know, I went and sit in a church today, and I listened to the pastor. He's talking about things. He says, why do we so far away from our families at all times? And we're hateful and mean to one another at others. And you know, it's just like this weather that you're looking at. It's nice to us sometimes, and it's bad to us at others. Then it brings us to the fact of religion itself. Religion, or God, is where I'm going to refer this as. God, there has to be a supreme being. It just didn't all create and it just happened. There had to be a creator. We all agree on that. We just disagree on other factors. But we got multiple religions across the world. And we've had religion wars for hundreds of years, haven't we? And one of the biggest problems with me with the Bibles, or any of the books, they were all translated by someone trying to read Hebrew that they did not know how to read. Hebrew had changed over the centuries, and the words changed. They didn't know what they meant. They still don't know what they mean. But yet, hundreds and thousands of people with all their different religions, it doesn't matter which one, uses their religion for their gain. What I mean by their gain, they use it to push their agenda. And frankly, I'm just a little sick of it. God is inside you. You know what's right. You know what's wrong. If you don't know right from wrong, then you just aren't human. Or don't care about mankind. You don't take religion and use it for personal gain in that aspect. You can say you're a Christian all you want to me. But in my personal opinion, you're not if you're doing that. You don't use religion. People get mad at me because I cuss in my videos sometimes. I'd much rather cuss than to use the Lord for my own personal gain. And that's a fact. We all sin. We're always going to always sin. That's our nature. That's how we were created. You can't live by every rule that's in the Bible. You can't interpret the Bible any way you want to either. There's many of churches that I've been to that interpret religion the way they want to, the way they believe. But you read it and you get something entirely different. So then that person goes out and starts their own church with their own religion. And it continues. And the words change. That brings us to the fact of another word that we're fixing to use. Democracy. The world has been duped into thinking democracy is freedom, when democracy itself is the rule of the people, meaning mob rule. And if you take mob rule, that means you can change what you want. Like a homeowners association. You live in it. They don't like your kids because they're working on cars. They like hot rods. They don't like that. So they put a judgment against you. Take you to court over and over again until they finally get enough judgments against you that they can take your property away. Or complain to Children and Family Services that your kids are unruly and you're not disciplining your kids right and you're not raising your kids right. So they get HRS on you. Wow. But when you tell people to say the Pledge of Allegiance to themselves and find out that they find the word republic that's ruled by law, not by democracy, which has created hundreds of thousands of laws in our country that is destroying our country, that you're crazy, you're an idiot. Anytime you tell the truth about the facts that really are happening around this world, to all of you and to me and your family that you only see or talk to sometimes, but mainly when something is wrong, someone got sick, someone passed away. And I'm not talking about very immediate family. I'm talking about your loved ones that you grew up with, like cousins, aunts and uncles. The man that passed away was like my brother. His father passed away when he was real young. And he grew up way before I did. I was little. But I did a lot of things with that man. He taught me a lot of things growing up. In fact, if you really want to know the truth, he's the one that taught me to rebel against this crap. Even though he said it ain't gonna do no good. But if enough people did, it might. So I'm making this video for words like this because I'm just tired of seeing people on YouTube talk about how religious they are and talk about other people and try to crucify them and degrade them, have their channels blocked, do whatever they can to destroy someone else. And that's entirely wrong. Wouldn't you agree? So folks, a little wisdom goes sometimes a long way. Sometimes it don't. You take it for whatever it's worth to you. But remember this. As long as we have hundreds and thousands of religions, and everyone believes that their Bible's right over the other Bible, maybe you might need to take a big step back and read all those Bibles, or the ones that you want to, and you'll come to the conclusion that words have been changed, like the word democracy and the republic, but they mean the same. Do you understand what I mean? Pay close attention to what you read and what you understand. Don't become brainwashed to a cult status to think that your religion is actually correct, and no disrespect. And that is what, in God's name, we pray. And I said God because there's only one. From my cold dead hands, and I damn well mean it, abolish corporate government for your freedoms and learn to speak nothing but the truth. We have too many liars and too many thieves and too many con artists to rip you, rape you, and steal from you. Much love. Y'all have a good night now, you hear?